Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special episode in Avillion and Brayden Talks. This is the most important episode of Avillion and Brayden Talks in our lifetime. That joke would be funnier if I started every single pod with that exact opener.
Well, 4 years from now, you got to do it again for
4 years
sure.
from now, I'll tell you then, yeah.
Um,
It was
Big
NFL
things
trade
happening
deadline.
today. Yes, NFL trade deadline, and I think the CFP rankings come out in 1 minute, first of the year. I think
Yeah,
so.
nothing else is happening on the day of this recording.
No, nothing else major is going on. I don't have any other tabs open on my other monitor. I'm not watching anything.
You shouldn't.
I didn't vote today.
I didn't.
Yeah, no,
We can get no jokes aside. I didn't.
I didn't do a serious vote, quote unquote. Not that I don't take this shit seriously. I just live in a state that's gonna be probably firmly one way or the other. So
Even though, is that true?
it's see according to this map, it's a key. It's a key.
I always
race,
hear
maybe
that state is the biggest. This or that swing state.
Well, this year it's definitely Pennsylvania, but
Well, that's because people are
shit.
assuming the state you're in is going one way.
Right, that people assume Florida would be red, but I guess I guess maybe it's closer than I thought. I actually did maybe it's just the area that I live in. Well, it is just the area I live in, obviously, but I went to two different. I went to one. There's a church right next to my job that I was gonna vote at, but it's not in my precinct, so I wasn't able to vote there. But I mean, it was all Harris signs, and then it was all Harris signs of the one I actually did vote at. So maybe in my area, it's maybe Florida's closer than I thought. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you live in a bigger city. I know
Yeah.
Tampa's not huge, but
Yeah.
still.
No, I get it. Yeah, it makes sense. So I don't know. We'll see. But either way, big night for other reasons. There was one, I guess, fairly blockbuster move made today, and that was Marshawn Lattimore. But before we even get into all that,
Mhm.
how you doing?
Oh wow, I'm starting off. How we doing?
We're flipping the fucking
What a
script.
switch up.
It's a crazy day for us.
You know, I tried to not. I tried to be. I'll get into it a little bit. I tried to be apolitical.
Mhm.
Hi, Katie.
I won't say which one, but I'm starting to feel one noticeably more than the other. I won't say who,
Yeah.
but I now have a greater interest in how tonight goes more than I thought I was going to. I guess just as it came up, I was like, you know what, I do care. God damn it, I care. It's not enough to vote though, because I'm like, who knows? I might be autistic, and if things are out of my routine, I don't want to do them.
Yeah.
So I didn't.
Fair enough.
Yeah, nothing's really been going on with me. I don't think. I did get YouTube partner program. They finally let me in
Nice.
because like a month ago I applied, and then they denied me, saying reused content was like the flag.
Wow.
And I was like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? So I had to wait all of October to reapply again. And then I reapplied, and very quickly I got accepted in. Didn't change anything. Didn't do anything different. They just said, okay, now you're in.
All right.
No difference made.
We weren't familiar with your game last time.
I guess not.
There you go. You can have it.
But yeah, now I'm in. Now I don't have ads open yet. All I have are I have to set it up. I still have to put in all my information to set it up, payment and all that. But members and stuff like that, like stickers, I think tips/donations or whatever, like that stuff's now available.
Yeah.
So I'll set that up. I won't advertise it at all though, because I don't know, it just doesn't feel like the thing to do. But I'll set it up. If anyone does want to give me fucking $2.99 a month, I'm not gonna stop them. I'll set it up if you want to. Feel free. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. The channel has been performing well though. My Dude, you gotta close that. You gotta close
I
that
gotta leave it
shit.
alone. Maybe I should have voted more seriously based on the results so far.
You gotta close it. Like during the pod, you can't be getting
If the
distracted,
difference is one,
dog.
I'm gonna feel so fucked. Anywho, I've done. I only have one monitor turned on right now, and it's this one.
But yeah,
Low
that's it with me. How you been, brother?
I'm doing pretty well. It actually felt pretty good voting for the first time. You know, it's not like a. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, felt pretty cool leaving there with my little sticker on. Voted on. I mean, it's also the local shit too. You know, like you got Senate, you got the House, you got Florida State Constitution had I think 6 amendments on the ballot, 2 in particular that have been very been a lot of advertisements for him. So I did vote accordingly to my beliefs on both and everything else that was on the ballot, and felt pretty good. It's cool just to get into the spirit of being out there, getting shit done. Um, and then don't have a whole lot to report on mine, at least not until we get to the what we've been on section. Definitely got something to report there. Last Friday was a pretty cool Friday for stuff. Went to my mom's this weekend. We went to a wine bar. That was pretty cool. And the wine I tried was really nice. And then we watched a guy who was too drunk to even look straight get into his car and drive off. So, and then
My
we heard
bad, bro. I
sirens.
had to go home.
We heard sirens like 3 minutes later. I hope that motherfucker didn't crash into somebody. But I mean, there were sirens like right after he left. So, hopefully, everybody he got home safe. I mean, it's a local spot, so I'm sure he lived close by. Even if you're like 3 minutes away, you shouldn't fucking drive anywhere close to being as drunk as this guy was. This guy was fucking hammered, but the wine bar was nice. And then I got to see my Titans win a football game the next day, and that felt really good. Tony Pollard.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Pollard went all week without practicing. Game time decision. 154 yards from scrimmage. That man's a fucking warrior. Nick Westbrook-Akine.
Crazy touchdown streak.
Catch in the last 4 games. Second longest streak in the league behind Amon-Ra St. Brown, who has 5. That man is as reliable as it gets. He has earned the moniker of a Honda Accord. It's not always pretty, but it always gets the job done. That's Nick Westbrook.
I would fucking hate that nickname.
He loves it. He's embracing it.
I would be like, I'm pretty.
He's beautiful. He's a handsome guy. Like, but, yeah, just the offensive line, man. It's. I mean, that's probably the reason I figured Tennessee would win this game is that they had such a clear advantage in the trenches because New England's offensive line is so like I knew it was bad, right? I'd heard from Patriots fans how awful it was. I did not know it was Harold Landry and Arden Key consistently winning one-on-ones bad. They don't do that shit. They did on Sunday.
I just Googled Nick Westbrook-Akine. I had no idea what he looked like before this. I don't know why, but this whole time I thought he was white.
No, he's a light skin.
The whole time I just thought there was a white man.
Light skinned motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's halfway there. But
Well, I was half right.
yeah, half. That's an Elliott. Well, it's a Heatmiser song, but Elliott Smith was in that band. Yeah, just a great streak for him. Mason Rudolph, honestly, as much as I hate watching Mason Rudolph play football, I love his press conferences. He's such a chill guy when he's up there. I remember Brian Callahan was damn near in tears after the game was over because of how bad he needed this win for himself, for the team. And then when Mason Rudolph got on the podium, he's like, I think Brian should have a cold one after this game just to fully enjoy it because he looked like he needed it. Jarvis Brownlee Jr. almost had his first career interception. He dropped it. He was in disbelief when that happened. Still playing phenomenal ball, though. Just week in and week out, man. Just straight lock him up every single game. Amani Hooker, all like Pollard, didn't practice most of the week and had 2 interceptions, including the game-sealing interception. Um, it was really cool. Like I would have loved to see that Drake May game-tying touchdown in regulation against any other team in the league. Um, with that being said, though, for Gerard Mayo to not go for 2 in that situation, dude, you're on the road. What the fuck are you doing? I mean, you've got all the momentum. You just had an insane like put the ball in your rookie quarterback's hands, let him go win you the game on the last play of regulation. Because like even though Tennessee only scored 20 points in this game, Tennessee got into New England territory almost every drive. A couple drives they had to punt from their own spot, but for the most part, they were moving the ball across the 50 most of the time.
And more importantly, like New England, you're there. You've had trouble getting there. You're there. Capitalize on it.
Yes. Go let Drake May win you this game. And then, I mean, yeah, it's not a good mistake for May to make, in overtime. There was like 2.5 minutes left on the clock, and he just chucks a shot into double coverage. Like, it's not a great decision. Didn't put enough air on that ball. It was a little short. Amani Hooker took a good angle on it. He's a ball hawk. That's what he does. He's a ball Hawkeye. Played for Iowa. So, ball Hawkeye. That he is. But just like the first time all year there's been some complimentary football. Like we turned the ball over pretty much on the goal line, and the defense didn't crumble afterwards, and then we had some bad special teams miscue. Of course, I mean it's fucking guaranteed at this point. It's time to have an honest conversation about Ryan Stonehouse too. He has been awful this year. He's out kicking his coverage nearly every single punt. And this is now 2 different special teams coordinators that have been pressing into his head, hey, man, you need more hang time on your punts. They need to hang in the air a bit longer because you're giving the returner free reign to get at least 10 yards every single punt return. And still, he just boots it straight forward. And the ball only hangs in the air for about 4 seconds. And the Gunners are still 20 yards away from being able to tackle the returner, and they take bad angles. And then, boom, all of a sudden they get the ball starting at our 40-yard line because of a nice return. So, like, it's just bad. It's been bad all around on special teams. And, yeah, Colt Anderson hasn't done a good job, but also how much do you blame it on the coach when special teams coordinator is constantly saying, hey, we need more hang time, and Stonehouse just isn't doing it? I mean, Colt Anderson's not the one out there punting. So what's he supposed to do? And that's just, like, he should check himself into the game and punt. Like, I don't know. So just is what it is. It's been bad all year. It was certainly better in this game than it was in the Detroit game, but that is the lowest bar imaginable. Titans got pressure as fuck, though. I mean, Jeff Simmons was lighting bitches up. Sebastian Joseph Day was lighting bitches up. Arden Key, I think 4 sacks in the last 3 games and a strip sack in the last 2 games. And he was a guy who a lot of teams called about him. Titans were actively shopping him. Same with Sebastian Joseph Day. They fielded calls for both of them. They didn't get anything they liked. They fielded calls for Jeff, and they were told everybody a firm no every single time somebody asked about Jeff Simmons. But Arden Key and Sebastian Joseph Day both were certainly strong candidates to be traded. They didn't get traded. And I'm fine with that. Like we've already traded Ernest Jones, DeAndre Hopkins. We got some assets for them. And after a win like this, especially with how big, both of those players were to this win, they both had a sack in this game. I'm okay. I'm okay with keeping them here. Whatever. Have some fun with it. So, all in all, I'm glad we got another win. It feels good not to be 1-7 right now. Could be worse. So 2-6, I'll take it.
Y'all need to be playing for the draft.
A second win is not gonna fuck up the draft positioning that bad. One of these other 9 teams are all gonna win at least one more game somewhere. We have like one more win on the schedule. It's like maybe we beat Jacksonville once. Other than that, I don't see where we get our next win.
Well, beating Jacksonville would be a big issue with the draft order.
Man, they'll get another one somewhere. Once they fire Doug Peterson, they'll win the next game, and then they'll beat us one time. They'll go 4-13. We'll go 3-14. And then the problem is, this is the worst fucking draft class ever.
For a quarterback.
in general, it's not a good draft class. It's not top heavy at all. The players, it's worse than it was back in what was it 2022 when it was like the best player was probably. I mean, in retrospect, certainly it was Aiden Hutchinson, but during the draft, there was a conversation of like, is it Kayvon Thibodeau? Is it Trayvon Walker? Is it Aiden Hutchinson? Is it Evan
I don't know.
Neal?
Any smart person I listened to about the draft was like, yeah, take Hutchinson number 1.
Hutchinson was easily like the slam dunk. Like he's at the very least got to be a really good edge too, which is what he was in his rookie year, but he's certainly more than that now.
Well, we'll have to see. Unfortunately, coming back
I don't think it's gonna hurt him
with modern medicine and everything. I doubt it too. I bet he comes back.
We hear that all the. I can't remember the last time a guy had an injury while he was young in like recent memory and was just never the same again. Like that kind of like a bona fide star having that kind of not like a
I can't even think of bona fide stars that had an injury like that in the past couple of years.
I don't know, I mean, Keenan Allen has torn like 12 ACLs, and he's playing good ball well into his 30s. So I mean, shit happens. But yeah, I think he'll be okay long term. Now it's gonna take some time, but I think he'll be fine. Speaking of, the Lions did get Zadarius Smith, so good for them. They needed the edge help, so it's a good thing to load up there. The Commanders got Marshawn Lattimore. That is huge.
That's massive.
Them. That's massive. I mean, that's like the one thing they were really missing was a CB1. They got one.
Yeah, I mean, they were already the easy pick for the division. The gap widens between them and Philly.
Yeah, it's certainly. What would be really cool is if if Tampa Bay claws their way back into a 7 seed after what's been a rough stretch for them, and the Commanders get the 2 seed. We're getting Marshawn Lattimore versus Mike Evans in the first round of the playoffs.
Oh, that would be magical.
We need it. I mean,
it would last one drive. They'd get thrown out.
there's been 3 different suspensions over the course of that rivalry, which good. That's awesome. We need more of that shit in the NFL, quite frankly. Marshawn Lattimore versus Mike Evans is always entertaining. But what else? Any other big trade? I mean, the Cowboys, Jonathan Mingo. Woo!
What was the last 3 weeks? He had like 1 reception for 1 yard.
That was last week. Mm-hmm. Hey, trending up though. Trending up. He just had a catch last week. He's a guy I liked, but I mean, he was raw as shit coming to the league. And
Yeah.
it's not a good sign that they've already given up on him. Carolina.
Yeah. I mean, like, if it was like a 7th rounder, I'd be like, yo, sick. Like, there's upside here. He needs to change the scenery.
He's a
4th rounder?
He's a 2nd round pick in year 2, though. I mean, like a 7th round pick would be a lot, or it's not a lot for. I don't know. I mean, I think a 5th would have made the most sense, like that. But I don't know. Maybe Dallas really wanted him, and somebody else was offering a 5th, and Jerry was like, "Give me a 4th," because Jerry did say we've loved him since his college days. So,
which I believe.
Clearly, Dallas was interested in me. Yeah, it doesn't shock me any. What else?
Yeah.
Mike Williams to the Steelers, I think, happened.
That's a solid one.
Yeah, it's another receiver in the room. Gives them something they don't really have yet, kind of. I mean, George Pickens makes great 50-50 balls, but I don't know. Mike Williams is kind of like a bigger body kind of guy. It's something. So, what else? What else are we missing? The Ravens traded for Tre'Davious White.
Yeah.
Trey White in 2024.
Which is cool. They needed the help. And then the Bengals traded for Chuba Hubbard. Not Chuba Hubbard.
No, Khalil Herbert.
Khalil Herbert. There we go.
The Steelers also traded for Preston Smith. I did not see that. So they got some edge rusher help.
Yeah. The Steelers double dipped on the trade deadline.
Yeah, which
But back to the Khalil Herbert one. I don't know. Bengals. I don't think they needed to trade for a running back, or at least not more so than other positions.
I really wish they added some defensive line help.
Yeah.
Like either Arden Key or Sebastian Joseph Day. Get somebody from Tennessee on that to help you out there, because that's what they really needed most. And obviously the Zach Moss injury, makes sense. Go get another guy in the room, but also it's like Chase Brown's playing really well. It shouldn't have been a priority over defensive line. So I don't know, Zadarius or Preston Smith, Arden Key. Aziz Ojulari, whatever you could have done just to get somebody there, but whatever.
Oh, I saw something. I don't know if this was true, but I saw something. This might have been a troll tweet to piss off fan bases.
It might be.
But I think this was like I don't know, but it was like that the Giants and Falcons had like agreed on an Aziz Ojulari trade, but like didn't get it in time. There's always one story like that every trade deadline. It's probably not true, but I'm going to choose to believe it because it's funnier that way.
That'd be hilarious.
And unfortunately, it does sound kind of Giantsy. And before trade deadline finished, I saw like Falcons in the works for a trade, among other things, like as like it was closing, being like this could like something could happen here.
That's another team that was probably in the market for an edge rusher, yeah, because they certainly need help there too. But
so it's probably not true, but like I said, I'm going to operate as if it's true because it's funny.
You know what we didn't do, Brayden?
No, it's right here. We did do it. You forgot. I'll read it again to you.
No, I see. I remembered that right after I said that, but that's actually not what I was originally asking about.
Okay, well, hold on. We'll do this. Actually, I'll remind you what I already read because we did it for sure. Definitely. This comes from Madonna.
Madonna, I know her. Not personally, but I know her.
Better to live 1 year as a tiger than 100 as sheep.
Okay.
I get what she's saying. I might be getting too literal into the animal part of the metaphor, but the idea is being your own person rather than like living a part. Like, that part, yes, but I'm much like no, sheeps are cool. You're chilling with the bros, so I'm getting too much into the metaphor, like what it's.
Fellas hanging out, just being shorn.
Yeah, you got like a cool, like friendly dog that's watching out for you.
Yeah, you get to pet the dog like every day. It's got to be awesome as fuck.
But to what she's getting at, yes.
Yeah. We didn't do our weekly report card for wins. Like best win, worst win.
Oh.
We did not fill that out.
We didn't. I have mine. Because last time we did the quarterly check-in, we didn't do it at all. So I assumed we weren't doing it again, but I still made mine.
Oh. Wait a minute, we didn't do this last time?
Last for the quarterly check-in, we didn't do the wins.
No. I'm saying we did not do best win, worst win. Oh, we did. Okay, we didn't. Okay, never mind. I guess we can leave that alone then.
I mean, I can list the four that because I did still.
Sure, if you had. Well, I had a couple that I was thinking of.
Because I'll rattle mine off right now. Week 9, best win. I had Lions over the Packers. Good division win. I think the only reason I didn't put the Ravens here, even though it was like the biggest in terms of blowout, is I think I'm higher on the Packers than I am the Broncos. That's what that boils down to. Worst win. This was kind of hard for me. I ended up going with just Vikings to the Colts, just because I don't think the Colts are just. They had a terrible offensive showing. I don't think they're good defensively, and you only won by one score, and I think higher of the Vikings.
In all fairness, that scoop and score was bullshit. I mean, that's the second week in a row they have missed a clear and obvious penalty of a defender hitting Sam Darnold in the face. I don't know what the fuck this anti-Darnold agenda every fucking year with this anti-Darnold deep state. It's ridiculous. We're back at it again. They don't want Sam Darnold to succeed. But, I mean, Grover Stewart, clear as day, clubbed him right in the face, Matt. He didn't mean to. It wasn't malicious, but, I mean, that's by rule, that's roughing the passer. It's roughing the passer when you just tap it gently. Yeah. When you hit it, it's sure as shit. That's a penalty. So, I mean, the 7 of 13 points Indianapolis scored shouldn't have even been scored. So, whatever. Anywho.
Best loss, I did go with the Bucs to the Chiefs, just because you lose to that good of an opponent. It's as simple as that. Now, we're at the point in the season where best loss is either like a bad team getting a win or a bad team losing but looking good in the loss, or a team that's like probably still shouldn't be losing, or like maybe that's not affording a loss, but it's still like to a good team, so it's whatever. Yeah. But worst loss, I went with. Now I feel like you could also argue this for best loss because of what transpired afterwards. But for worst loss, I did go with Saints to Panthers because the Panthers are a terrible organization, and it does kind of cause.
That's where my brain was at too, and I was thinking of these. probably yesterday or so. And I had this thought like 30 minutes before Dennis Allen got fired. And I texted you.
Yes,
I was ready to go on a rant on the pod about how he's lost the locker room. When you have Kalen Saunders going on Twitter saying, "Fuck it, put me at quarterback. At least we'll see something exciting." What?
That was insane.
Halfway, and he didn't delete that tweet either. That shit was just up. He just kept it there. Yeah, not only had they lost 7 in a row, Dennis Allen had clearly lost the locker room. It was time. It was time last year. They should have fired him last year. They didn't. It is what it is. And not only that, they should fire Mickey Loomis too at the end of the season. They should fire everybody. It's time to tell the old regime to piss off.
For sure.
Everybody needs to go. They've been kicking the can down the road with the salary cap longer than anybody.
I think they need to get a new quarterback in there.
Let everybody go. Get everybody out.
I mean, can you imagine having a quarterback and another player being like, "Yo, put me in at quarterback just to see what the fuck happens."
I mean, dude, that is insane. That is insane.
Derek Carr is not the hospital ball allocations just get stronger. Evidence just gets stronger.
Yeah, when people I saw me, the thing with like when the goose is like chasing the person with a knife in its bill, and it's like or it's like why. It's basically asking the same question, but at the second panel, it's more aggressive. And it was somebody making a joke of like, people are like, but what is Derek Carr supposed to do with no receivers? And it's like, why doesn't he have any receivers? Why doesn't he have any receivers, huh? Because he's getting.
It's the exact thing that Tom Brady was talking about.
And I mean, mind you, Derek Carr did this last year too. This is not a new phenomenon with Derek Carr. He's the hospital balls have always been there in his game.
Yeah. He's like, I could probably make. Oh fuck! Oh my god! Someone get him!
Yeah.
Someone help him up.
I mean, Lord have mercy. And then, I mean, you've already got Shaheed out for the year. Olave's gonna miss some time now. Please don't get Kamara killed. My fantasy team can't handle that loss right now. I'm 7-2 right now. I really don't need that blow to my incredible season. What else? I was thinking like, I was gonna say, this is the worst loss by far because now you've lost the locker room because what the hell is this? But then they fired him immediately before I even had time to bitch about it. So, Black Monday came early for Dennis Allen. Good riddance. Yeah, should have been gone a while ago, but better late than never. But I'm sure they're waiting until the end of the year to do this, but they need to fire like pretty much everyone. But maybe Clint Kubiak can stay.
Do you want to pause real quick? I'll tell you the college football playoff rankings.
Oh shit! Okay, where's Tennessee at?
How about let's go down one. Let's go down one because this is a decent part to pause at. After this, we'll do mid-season awards.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to guess number 1?
Still Oregon, right? Gotta be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to guess? So number 2, who are you thinking?
Is it Georgia or Ohio State? It's one of them two.
It is one of the two.
I'm gonna say Ohio State.
It is Ohio State.
Georgia's 3.
Yes.
Okay. Texas is 4?
No.
No, it can't be. It has to be a conference champ. So the Big 12 is a Big 12 team. Wait, no, that wouldn't make sense either because we've gotten 2 Big 10 teams of the fucking.
So this has like their 1 through 25, and then on the side the projected seed.
Okay.
So it's different because.
Okay, 1 through 25.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Oregon, Ohio State, Georgia. Fuck, who would be number 4? Is it Indiana? Because they fucking deserve it.
It is not Indiana. Okay. I can give you the record.
What's the record?
The record for this team is currently 9-0.
9-0. Okay, it's another undefeated. So, shit, who is undefeated right now? I know Indiana's undefeated, but who else? Is it BYU?
No, it is not BYU.
Yeah, it better not be. Fuck, who else is undefeated right now? Why am I blanking on this so hard? Just give me the team. I'm not going to know.
It is Miami.
Okay. Oh, that's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
So then number 5?
I guess. Whatever. Number 5. Now it's Texas.
Yes. Number 6.
Fuck it, Tennessee.
No.
No, I didn't think so.
This team for number 6 is
Give me
7-1.
Okay, conference again.
Let me Google that. I don't know. I gotta tell you, I don't know college football.
Fair enough. Oh, is it Clemson?
It is not Clemson. They are
Okay,
in the Big Ten.
They're in the Big Ten. Okay, it's not Wabash. We've already gone through. Oh, it's Penn State.
Yes.
Undeserved, by the way. I just need to throw that out there. Anywho,
Number 7.
Tennessee now.
Yes, this is where Tennessee is.
Yes. Tennessee is, I think, 7th in the AP poll, 6th in the coaches poll, and now 7th in the CFP poll. So that's.
Number 8.
Give me. Are we going all the way down to 25?
We can stop at 12. We can do
10,
the 12.
Or, yeah, 12. Let's do 12. Number 8. Now is it Clemson?
No.
Okay. Is it Indiana?
Yes.
They deserve it. They deserve it. I'm glad.
Number 9.
The CFP poll is treating them better than the AP poll. Is it Clemson?
No, sir.
Is there an SEC team I'm blanking on here? Could it be LSU?
It is not LSU. This team is undefeated.
Undefeated? Shit, who's undefeated right now? BYU?
Yes.
Okay.
At
At least Indiana's above them. That's deserved.
Number 10.
Is it Clemson?
No, sir.
Oh, they lost. They lost last week. I'm tripping. They wouldn't be anywhere.
I was gonna tell you, Clemson is number 23.
I forgot they lost. To
6
Louisville.
6-2.
Yeah, they lost to Louisville. That's why they dropped a shit ton. 'Cause they were like 10th last week in the AP people. They dropped a shit ton.
So number 10.
Okay, is it? What's the record?
The record is where'd it go? 7-1.
7-1. Is it Notre Dame? Are they 7?
It is Notre Dame.
Nice.
So number 11.
Bama. Fuck it.
It is.
Okay.
Great
Cool.
pull.
Big read. Big read.
All right, last one.
So they can't keep them that low because they would never.
Number 12.
Bama. What's the record?
This team is 7-1.
Okay. Give me. Fuck. Is it Iowa State?
No.
No. Okay. Conference. Give me conference.
I just Googled it. It is Mount West.
Mountain West. Is this fucking SMU or Boise?
It is Boise.
Okay. Boise.
SMU is right there at 13.
Okay. Yeah. SMU. I always forget because they both got the horse.
And then it's Texas A&M at 14, LSU at 15.
A&M at 14. Go Ags. Look at you guys.
There we go. We got a chance here.
Yeah.
The problem is we play Texas.
So you got it.
Game of the year.
Dog walk. Certainly. Tennessee plays Georgia the weekend that you're in town. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
You, Gabe, and I can all watch that game together. That's gonna be fun. Assuming it's not the same time as Maverick Spurs, which it probably is, because that's how this shit works. Let's look at the rankings, like the actual the seed projections right now. Where are we sitting at? I'm sure Oregon.
The seed.
Oregon, Georgia.
Correct.
Miami.
Yep.
And then. Okay, Oregon, Georgia, Miami. Who'd be the next? BYU.
Yep.
Okay, and then for the 5th, would it be Boise?
No.
Okay. Oh, they're like 12th then, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, because 12th is the automatic admission for the group of 5. Okay, 5th is Ohio State.
Yep.
6th is is it Penn State? Okay. Is it Texas?
Yep.
Then next is Penn State.
Yep.
Next is Tennessee.
Yep.
Good shit. Just give me the other ones.
9 is Indiana. 10
thank fucking
is 10's Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
11 is Alabama, and then like we said earlier, 12 Boise State.
12 is Boise State. Yeah, I think Indiana deserves at this point, especially their point differential this year is just insane. They haven't just been winning games. They have been They trailed for the first time all season in their 9th game of the year. They trailed for the first time all year long. Michigan State got up to a 10-point lead, and then Indiana still beat the brakes off of them. So like, they said this football shit's getting too easy. We're gonna let them have the first quarter, and then they just dog walked them the rest of the game. So good for them. Good for them. I'm loving this Indiana season.
All right.
Now. Good football.
Time for picks, for award
Time
picks.
for picks. Award picks.
Starting off mid-season award picks, MVP.
Not even close. It's Lamar Jackson right now. He's separating himself, I think.
Give me Josh Allen.
Oh, bro.
Give me Josh
I know
Allen.
that's a preseason projection, but
Yeah, give me
Lamar
Josh
just had a
Allen.
5-touchdown performance, man. Lamar just threw 5 tugs last week. You're racist.
Okay. And it's because one of the biggest reasons. Let's give our offensive player of the year picks.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry,
Derrick Hennessy.
the little engine that could.
The big engine. He's a big man.
What is he like? He's only like what, 6'3"?
6'3.5".
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah, he's a big boy carrying one of my fantasy teams.
By the way, worth noting, Tony Pollard is second in the conference in rushing yards.
Yeah, because
Derrick Henry leads the AFC in rushing yards.
Uh-huh.
Tony Pollard's number 2.
and this is what we're talking about. The gap is so huge in quality of player between running backs out there in the AFC.
Yeah, something like that. Anywho, your pick for offensive player of the year, is it Lamar?
For offensive player of the year,
Why you're
Derrick
Josh
Henry.
Allen. Oh, it's Derrick Henry for you too. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Defensive player of the year. I went with Big Sexy Dexy.
Yeah, same here.
Big
Dexter
Sexy
Lawrence.
Dex. Mm-hmm.
Just, I mean, I think Aaron Donald numbed us to what can be done in the interior. People aren't realizing that like what Dexter Lawrence is doing
How
is special.
incredibly impressive this is. Yeah.
Because it's like, oh yeah, a D tackle has led the league in sacks before. I've seen that before. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
well, Aaron Donald is a special human being.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dexter Lawrence,
Yes.
faux show.
And then Chris Jones to some extent as well. Like, because there's another guy who's like 95% of Aaron Donald for the last couple of years. People are like, man, that's just not even that impressive. We got like 2 of those guys. So, I don't know. Offensive rookie of the year is Jaden Daniels. Don't got to spend no time on that one. It's Jaden Daniels. I was kind of looping back a little bit here to bad losses for teams. You got to fire Matt Eberflus. You're Chicago. I mean, that team did not bounce back even remotely after the worst loss anybody's going to the toughest loss anybody's going to experience all year. And you crumble into like.
I still don't think you
awful
fire him
performance.
mid-season.
I get his replacement's not on the staff. Like, you don't promote Shane Waldron, but still, I mean, it's if they lose the next 2 games, he has to go.
Well, just that the Cardinals are really good. That's all that comes down to.
They are. I mean, you and I were right about that one. We've been on that wave. We were on that wave a couple months before the season started. But we're gonna hold that. That's okay. Defense. You go with Jaden Daniels too, right?
Yeah, offensive rookie
Okay.
of the year for sure.
Yeah. Defense rookie of the year.
I just put
This
Jared
is-
Verse.
I did too, and he's like the chalk pick right now. Like, nobody's having that Jaden Daniels type season.
I just don't care about the
Versus-
race.
Versus having a great year. Wait, whoa. Okay, first you picked Josh Allen to be your MVP. Now you're saying you don't even care about the race after picking a black man for defensive rookie of the year. Something
Okay.
with the way you're conducting yourself right now, I need you to check yourself.
Okay.
But no, I mean, Jared Verse, he's definitely in the lead, and he should be. He's having a great year. So, shout out. Comeback player of the year. I don't give a fuck I don't care. Nobody really deserves it this year. Give it to Aaron Rodgers for no reason.
Yeah, I had put Aaron Rodgers as well. This is just the most like I guess it's this guy.
Sure, like if we have to give this award out this year, we'll give it to Aaron Rodgers, but only in the sense that nobody else really. I don't know, but I mean, even it's hard to even say like Cooper Kupp because he got hurt again this year.
Yeah.
More time. So like, who the hell do you give? I mean, Justin Jefferson missed 7 games last year. He still had 1,000 yards though. Do you give comeback player of the year to a guy who had 1,000 yards last year?
Probably
I don't
not.
know. Probably not. Coach of the year.
I'm still sticking with Kevin.
I went with Dan Quinn.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But I would like to see Kevin O'Connell get it too. The problem is he already won it 2 years ago, so there might be some voter fatigue with Kevin O'Connell. Like
Maybe.
the fact that he just won it and how good of a story the Commanders are. The Cinderella run, I guess not necessarily, but in terms of like kind of unexpected for the most part, and then the storybook ending to that Bears game. It could be Dan Quinn. We could be staring down the barrel of a Dan Quinn Coach of the Year in the year 2024. It'd be good for him, honestly.
Was Kevin O'Connell Coach of the Year?
I think Brian Daboll won it. I thought. Never mind. I lied. Brian Daboll won it. I think.
Brian Daboll definitely won it one year.
Yeah, 2022. They were both rookie head coaches that year. I think Daboll won it. Never mind.
Yeah.
So O'Connell did not. So O'Connell's never won it. He could absolutely win it. Never mind. I lied. Silly me.
Well, you didn't lie.
I was misled.
You were wrong.
I was run amok. I was deceived by the anti Kevin O'Connell agenda.
There's some anti-Viking stuff going on out there.
There is some anti-Vikings agenda right now in I don't know. Something's going on. The anti-Vikings deep state is alive and well.
All right. I guess now are we doing picks?
Do you want to do our like mid-season predictions, like for the season?
Oh
like
yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
AFC, NFC.
Yes.
Okay, who's going first?
I'll kick us off with the AFC.
Yeah.
So my 1 seed, I do have the Kansas City Chiefs with the most annoying ass schedule I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
I only see like one loss for them. It's tough. My 2 seed.
What loss we looking at here for Kansas City? What loss we looking at?
To the 2 seed. In the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
And this will having a better record, a higher seed will give Josh Allen the MVP this year. I'm not hopping off the train. But at the 3 seed, we do have the Baltimore Ravens. At the 4 seed, cleaning up a bad division, I do have the Houston Texans.
Hey, you disrespecting? No, I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, this is a lock. This is chalk at this point. Everybody else sucks.
Yeah.
Even Houston kind of sucks.
Not when Nico Collins comes back, baby.
Fair enough.
And when, the interior of their offensive line heals up.
Yeah.
But at number 5, I have the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yep.
At number 6, sneaking their way in here with a 9-8 record, I have the Chargers. And then at number 7, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I was gonna say, I know you don't want to, but
I don't.
For you not to right now.
I don't.
So
but
bite the bullet and do it.
When I pick the games, they do have a losing record right now.
8-9.
8-9, getting in at the 7th seed.
Well, how many times have you picked the Steelers to lose this year and they've won?
A lot.
I
lot.
was gonna say, like, I get that, but at the same time, like, maybe they're just better than we.
Here, let me just read off the teams they play going forward.
Okay. Well, they play Baltimore twice. So
Commanders, Baltimore twice, the Eagles, the Chiefs, and the Bengals twice.
God damn. Okay.
That is the rest of their schedule.
That is a gauntlet.
Oh, sorry. That's just the teams I had them, and then they play Cleveland twice as well.
Well,
Which I picked them to win both of them. So
yeah, they have a gauntlet. They have an
yes. So come on now.
Excuse me. All right. In fact, actually, I might move something around now that you.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna say just because it's the second time it's happened in a row. We have the exact same 7 teams in the
Here
AFC.
we go,
Okay,
baby.
It's a lot easier to see this time around.
Yeah,
We
halfway
got
into the
same
season.
7. Honestly, with how awful Pittsburgh's schedule is, it's not ridiculous to say maybe Denver could sneak in there at 7. But also,
No.
trading away Baron Browning at the deadline didn't. I know they just extended Jonathan Cooper, but I don't know, man. Trading a young edge rusher because you're bored for a 6th-round pick, I don't know. I don't get it. But
I'm sure that was the reasoning.
yeah,
Like,
they got bored.
We're bored.
Also, great pickup for Arizona though to get Baron Browning in the room, just to get somebody, nice, athletic, young, sexy edge rusher in the room. Just get some help in there. But I'm gonna go. So I got the 1-seeded Chiefs. No surprise there to anybody. I'm not even gonna elaborate on this one.
Mhm.
I do got the 2-seeded Ravens, and ultimately it just comes down to the fact that the Ravens did beat the Bills this season. And also, I think they're just a better team, a little bit
No.
better. I do got Buffalo at number 3. I got the Texans at 4. No, I got the Titans at 4. Running the table, 11-6, baby. Let's go. Texans at 4. I'm gonna move this around.
Okay.
I got the Chargers at 5.
Loser.
I got the Chargers at 5.
Uh-huh.
I got the Bengals at 6.
Okay.
I got the Steelers at 7.
Okay.
Because of that schedule. That schedule for Pittsburgh is just monstrous. And it's hard to imagine them winning most of those games. It's good that they, won as many as they did early, because it's good. They're going to need it. But, sir, the NFC, if you want to give us your thoughts.
NFC, baby. My number
We might
one
have the
seed.
same 7 teams here as well. I don't think it's unrealistic to say.
The Detroit Lions.
Yes, sir.
My 2 seed is the Washington Commanders.
Yes, sir.
My 3 seed is the Atlanta Falcons.
Yes, sir.
My 4 seed. This might be where we stop connecting. I don't know where you're gonna land on here.
Uh-oh.
I gotta look at maybe they have an easy schedule, but they've been turning things around these past couple weeks. I think it continues on. I got the Rams at the 4 seed.
I like it.
I got the Rams at the 4 seed.
But I'll tell you who I have there.
My 5th seed is the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
At 6, I've got the Bucks.
Whoa.
And at 7, I have the Philadelphia Eagles.
You got Green Bay missing the playoffs.
Green Bay is 11-6, missing the playoffs.
That's fucking insane. You've got Tampa going 11-6.
Let's see. Who do they play after this? They play the Niners.
I don't care what changes need to be made. Kick somebody out of the AFC playoff race and put Green Bay in there. That's fucking insane.
They play the Niners, and then they play the Giants, the Panthers, the Raiders, the Chargers, the Cowboys, the Panthers again, and the Saints.
Yeah.
They've got bad teams coming up. A lot of bad teams coming up.
Oh, I'm not arguing with the 11-6 record for Green Bay. I fully expect them to make the playoffs. I'm curious as to why you don't have them in there. What has Tampa done to show you without their top 2 receivers, they're winning 11 games this year?
They played the Chiefs pretty close.
So has everybody else. The Panthers are going to play the Chiefs pretty close next week. Doesn't fucking matter.
Dude, they just played bad teams.
I'm not convinced the Bucks are a good team.
I am. Get me in there.
Todd Bowles is a very good coach.
Oh, I didn't say that.
I mean, $1 billion take, I know,
but Saints, Panthers twice.
I'm sorry.
The Cowboys.
I'll get into it with my predictions.
The Raiders, the Giants.
I got a bone to pick.
Just bad teams.
I got a bone to pick.
Here, I could flip one game because I do have them going undefeated the rest of the season.
Yeah, what the fuck? No, the Bucks are not running the damn.
All right, I will flip Bucks Chargers.
I honestly can't believe you picked Tampa to win that game to begin with, but anyway,
I don't like the Chargers particularly well.
Well, hopefully you're right this weekend in Tennessee.
Okay,
in LA, but
the Bucks are now the 6th seed. They didn't change.
Put a Green Bay on. Put a Packer on.
Dude, it'd be cool, but I don't know.
Anywho,
No, I'm not
give
flipping that
me.
game. I believe in that one.
You can stand on it all you want.
I'm
We'll come back
looking,
to this.
and it's just I don't see it changing. I don't know where the change is.
There's gonna be at least one Panthers win in there.
What?
Jalen Coker's gonna finally have the 150-yard and 3-touchdown game.
I have the Panthers.
Opposite of running the table.
Yeah, I looked, and I don't have them winning a single game.
I'm gonna go and get into my correct NFC playoff predictions.
Okay,
here.
buddy, you're about to say something fucking stupid.
I got Detroit.
Detroit
till I die, motherfucker. Number 1. Number 2, I got the Manders.
Okay.
Manders.
Same
Number
2.
3, I got the Falcones.
All right, same 3.
Number 4. They're leading halfway through the season. They were our preseason pick to be here. I'm not going to abandon them now. They just got help on their biggest hole. Give me the Cardinals. Cardinals. Now, with that being said,
they're at 10-7.
I love the Rams. This is going to be like a division that could very well come down to week 18 for a playoff spot. We don't know.
Just know I would prefer the Cardinals.
I know. In your heart, you wanted to put Arizona there.
Well, week 17 is Cardinals Rams.
What I'm saying, like based on how many
how close
the
it is.
outcomes of their games in the next week, following that, we could see who wins the division. Give me Minnesota at 5. Give me Green Bay at 6 because I don't believe in this Tampa Bay propaganda you're spewing. This is my city. The Bucs are not winning that many games.
Okay.
And give me the Eagles at 7.
Oh, it's much more. I feel like it's more likely that the Eagles don't make it.
They're 6-2 right now.
I don't care. I don't care.
They still got to play Dallas twice. That's 2 free wins.
Let me see. Do I have them winning both?
They play the Giants again. That's another free win. I was mostly fucking with you on the 2 free wins against Dallas. They could very well split that.
I did pick Eagles to win both.
I don't know.
I got them losing to the Commanders twice.
Fair enough.
I've got them losing to the Rams in LA.
Fair enough.
And I got them losing to the Ravens in Baltimore.
Yeah. Okay.
So one flip of a Cowboys game, one flip of a divisional game.
One flip of a Manders game, and they're even higher in the sea. I mean, who gives a shit? I don't know. Shit happens. One flip of you had Tampa running the table to finish the season.
And now they're not running the table, and they're still in there.
You only have them losing 1 game.
They play fucking terrible teams. They play terrible teams.
I don't think they're all that good.
I think they're good, man. Baker's
They're
him.
good.
Because if I scroll here and I go quarterback for quarterback, I think Baker's better.
Quarterback right now?
He's better than Derek Carr.
Sure.
He's better than Daniel Jones. He's better than either Bryce Young or Andy Dalton.
Bryce Young last week was better than Baker. No, I'm just kidding. Bryce Young was actually pretty fantastic against the Saints, though. The box score didn't show it, but I mean, he had a drop touchdown.
Stop.
That ended up being intercepted. Like,
Baker's better than Bryce Young.
I'm not saying Baker's not
Then
better.
stop selling him, because that's not the conversation. The conversation is Baker.
I want to talk about Bryce Young.
We're talking about Baker and the Bucks.
Look,
His next. I think Baker is better than Brock Purdy. I think he's better.
I disagree.
I don't, obviously. I think he's better than Brock Purdy, Daniel Jones, Bryce Young, either Aiden O'Connell or Gardner Minshew, whoever they trot out there. Cooper Rush, or even if it's Dak Prescott, Derek Carr, and then the only one I think that's better than him is Justin Herbert. I think the only quarterback the Bucs are going to play that's better than Baker Mayfield is Justin Herbert.
Yeah. I'm just glad you didn't say Baker is better than Herbert. I would have been ready to.
No, I like Herbert. I like Herbert. It's just the way that the things I say about Herbert is just because of game.
I'm turning into a Herbert cell this year, and I hate what I'm becoming. I hate what I'm becoming, but I really like Justin Herbert football right now, and I'm gonna watch it this weekend. And I'm probably gonna have a good time.
It's good sound football, baby.
Yeah. So I'm gonna watch. Tennessee's playing the Chargers this week, and now granted, the wide receiver versus DB matchup is terrible for the Chargers because their wide receivers stink. Um, so and this is the number one pass defense in the NFL. It's not a great matchup on that front, but like Herbert's gonna figure that shit out. I'm not worried about it. So that should be a Chargers. We'll get into it. Actually, you want to do game picks now? I mean, we're done with the.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
You won by 2 last week.
I'm him. I don't really like that. I'm him.
So
In fact, I did, for the folks at home who watched last week's video, I did change my pick from Bears to Cardinals before the game started. What I did not know was that Matt Eberflus in his career only has 4 wins on the road, and they're all against horrible quarterbacks. Kyler Murray is not of that ilk, so I had to switch up on him real quick. Plus, I didn't really trust him to keep the locker room together after that loss previous week. So, I mean, here we are. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Picks. It's time.
All right. Bengals at Ravens.
It's in Baltimore. I'm taking the Ravens. I see that shit being gritted on your face. If you want to do it, you go ahead.
I'll tell you this: when I did the season prediction for the midseason, I picked the Ravens for this game, but I'm gonna speak with my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Bengals, getting their get back, and Joe Burrow telling Zach Taylor, "Don't fuck it up this time."
They'd only be a game back if they won this game. That'd be pretty. Well, game back from Baltimore.
Yeah,
whatever.
Just give me the Bengals.
Pittsburgh, whatever. Who gives? Anywho, the Giants at Panther. Give me Carolina.
Give me the Giants.
It's in Carolina. The Giants are still.
No, it's not. It's in Germany.
Oh, Munich. I got.
Yeah.
Never mind. Hey, Deutschland. Give me the Panthers.
Give me the Giants. I know the Panthers better than you because I picked them to win last week.
Did I not pick them to win?
No, you had Carolina. You had New Orleans.
Oh, because Carr was coming back. Oh, fuck all that did for them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, Derek Carr's coming in. And apparently, oh, no, Olave is coming out.
Patriots at Bears. If the Bears lose this game,
Then we can talk about firing him midseason.
I want Eberflus's head on a pike.
But give me the Bears.
I don't. Give me the Bears.
Bills at Colts. Come on.
Bills by $1 billion. I can't believe the line is only 4. Against this Gus Bradley defense. Yeah, Bills by 50.
Vikings at Jags. Give me the Vikings.
Vikings by 50.
They've had some bad luck these last 2 weeks.
Last 3, but they clutched up a little bit against Indy. So hopefully.
That's what I'm sorry. I meant those last 2 losses. I forgot about the Indy game.
Broncos at Chiefs. I would love a Denver upset here.
It would make me come. Give me the Chiefs.
Give me the Chiefs. Falcons at Saint. Another one where it's just like, give me Atlanta to just dog walk them in this game. Interim head coach. This might be a close one, but I'm still taking Atlanta.
Niners at Bucks. Give me the Bucks.
Give me San Francisco.
Boo.
Christian McCaffrey's probably going to play in this game.
Is
that matters.
he?
Fuck you.
Is he?
Probably. He's on track.
I'd be very weary about whatever voodoo magic they used on his legs.
By the way, Vegas thinks the Steelers and the Commanders are just as good as each other, according to the line on this game. It's only 3, and it's in Washington. Give me the Manders. Give me the Manders. Give me the Manders. Beat the plus. San Francisco coming off a bye, by the way. That matters. And Tampa's getting a short week after playing on Monday night. So yeah, give me San Francisco by a touchdown at least.
Give me the Bucks.
Give me Manders over Steelers.
Yeah.
Give me,
Manders over Steelers.
This is the one Titans game all season that's at 4:00. The rest of them are at 1. And then we have, of course, the the Monday nighter. But give me the Chargers.
Bolt down, baby. Jets at Cardinals.
I weirdly feel like the Jets are gonna pull this one out.
I don't. Give me the Cardinals.
I want to pick Arizona. I don't. I'm gonna take the Jets. I got a weird feeling.
All right.
I got a weird feeling. Yep.
Eagles at Cowboys.
Give me. The Eagles are favored by 7.5, and they're on the road. That's insane.
You know what's weird though? It would be very much of this division, of this rivalry, for the Cowboys to win this one.
Cowboys to dog walk them, win by 14 at least.
But I'm gonna go with the Eagles, just because if I got that pick wrong, I'd feel dumb.
Lions at Texans on Sunday night. Give me Detroit till I die.
Lions, faux show.
Now Nico Collins is probably coming back this week.
Yes, it does. Okay. It appears so.
Okay, it's good for him. For him.
Dolphins at Rams.
Give me the Rams.
Same.
Yeah. With ease.
The Rammies.
Remy boys, yeah. So, okay, I mean, cool stuff. So who's on bye this week? Seattle's on bye. Let's see. Who else? Raiders, I think, are on bye.
Who cares about bye?
Green Bay. And there's one more. I don't really care who the other one is. Oh, it's New Orleans. Wait, no, it's not. I lied. They're playing. So who is it? It's Cleveland. Cleveland. Okay, it's Cleveland.
Let's get deep.
Let's get deep as hell.
Forget all this other stuff. Let's get deep. Icebreaker. Apology letter or love note?
Love note.
Love note for sure. Apology letter. Hey, I'm trying to move forward. I don't need to see all that from the past. Let's focus on the future. Give me some romance.
Right, because I like keeping letters, and I wouldn't want to keep an apology letter necessarily. I would love keeping a love letter, though.
Okay, let's just get deep. Let's just do one of each.
Mm-hmm.
What's your go-to meal to cook?
Pasta and ground turkey to some variety. Throw some sauce in there of some sort, some Alfredo or some teriyaki sauce sometimes. Always season the joint too. Can't not season it. Sometimes just butter noodles. Always something.
For me, it's definitely just some chicken and rice.
Mm-hmm. Good one. This is the typical gym bro.
Typical bro. But it's easy to make. It's good. If you season it right, it tastes good. It's just.
It's chicken and rice. Good shit. It's always good shit.
All right, deeper.
Mm-hmm.
What hurts you most during a fight/argument with your partner?
When he tells me Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't deserve.
Dude, don't bring up that fucking wound.
That'd be the only one though. Like I don't have nothing. What else we fought about? I don't know.
I don't know.
Or it's been legitimately like
that.
Like I don't.
There was some heat there. There was some heat.
Yeah, that was the only time I think there's ever been like real. I don't know. I don't know what else. I don't know where else.
All right, let's take a step back and not each other, but anything with real partners you've had.
What was the question again? Verbatim?
Is what hurts you the most during a fight/argument with your partner? So it almost doesn't even seem anything. It doesn't have to be a specific example.
I guess anytime it becomes personal, like anytime there's there's an unnecessary escalation, because that's just not what you should do to somebody you love. Keep it cordial, keep it civil. Because your goal should never be to hurt your partner in that scenario. Even if it gets a little heated, your goal should always be to, find common ground here. I guess that'd be it.
Yeah. We doing wavelength?
We're doing that wavelength. Host guesses first,
yes.
To my knowledge. Yes? Okay, I'm gonna. All right, the folks at home have seen my number.
Oh. Um, give me a gym leader Pokemon.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Give me Clay. Ground type from Gen 5, the 5th gym leader.
Let me
Give me
look
Clay.
up, bro.
Give me Clay.
Okay.
There's a reasoning for this one. There's a reasoning for this one.
I think
For his placement here.
I don't know why, but I feel like you fuck with bro.
There's an explanation for his placement here.
Either you fuck with bro or he was a hard fight and you fucking hate him. But I'm gonna say you fuck with bro. Give me.
There's only one gym leader I really despise, by the way. Not good. No, don't need to say who it is. Same generation, actually. Fun fact.
Interesting.
But
okay, give me. Damn, I'm like blanking on even things to ask. Give me candy you would find in your Halloween bag.
100 grand.
Oh, you don't fuck with bro. You don't. Okay, so you don't fuck with Clay. Okay, we're middle of the road here.
Okay.
Anywhere from I'm thinking 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
I am not gonna go off your reaction. Like, you're clearly trying to like tell me off your reaction that I'm off, but I'm not budging. This is what I feel from what you said.
You do what you gotta do.
So 4 or 5. Okay, give me. Let's go. Just give me a fruit.
Ooh, I love these. Give me a Honey Crisp apple.
Honey Crisp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Honey Crisp apple. Okay.
Honey Crisp apple.
Maybe we're at like a 6. Just given the other things you've said. I don't know the difference of apples that much though.
You got 2 more? 2 more.
2 more. Yeah. Give me. I think I need it. Give me an NFL wide receiver.
Justin Jefferson.
100 grand? Okay. All right, I guess it's 10.
That was the question I was afraid you were going to ask because, I mean, what am I supposed to do in that situation?
An apple at a 10.
Good fucking fruit, man. It's versatile too.
There's just better fruits out there.
Yeah, have you ever had a Honey Crisp apple specifically?
I don't know, dude. I just eat apples.
Ball knowledge is in the toilet right now.
Ball knowledge is in the toilet.
We got one more question.
All right, well, final question. Presidential candidate. I'm joking.
Brayden McClellan, Jacob Avillion, 2024. We've been robbed. We weren't on any ballots. But next cycle though. Next cycle, we won't respect us 4 years from now. Trust.
Okay, let's go with. Okay. I know I told you not to look at the election results, but I've been doing it. Your state has been called apparently.
I'm opening it right now. Opening it up right now. Oh shit, pretty close. Fairly close, at least. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what you're looking at, but it doesn't look that close from mine.
Well, I mean, like percentage-wise, at least. I mean, it's like a million vote difference, but still, percentage-wise, it's pretty close. But,
Yeah, I guess.
oh shit! Oh my god, Texas! What the fuck?
It did this Texas did this last election. I don't know what counties come in first, but
I mean, well, it's probably like Austin and shit that they're looking at right now. I guess I don't know, but
Maybe.
yeah, I think you're right.
it looks like
Pennsylvania. Harris is up to a huge early lead in Pennsylvania, though. I think she might have gotten Pennsylvania.
I don't know, dude. When I was in Philly, I could just they were loud and vocal.
Shane Gillis show.
No. We were out about in the town, and I was seeing people wearing hats that I didn't think would wear those kind of hats. I was like, what are you doing in that hat?
It depends on where you're at. Like, I mean, I don't know.
So Shane Gillis just does a Trump impression. He's not Trump.
Yeah. But he seems pretty nonpartisan. Right?
He is. Yeah,
But,
he's definitely nonpartisan.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, no. Florida's been called.
Anyways,
Georgia,
final question.
Final question.
Give me a bird.
Give me a bird.
What's your favorite bird?
Fucking love birds, dog. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like bird watching, that's something I want to start doing. If I ever live somewhere with a lot of birds, I'm going bird watching. Oh, give me the great tit on name basis alone. Give me the great tit.
10. Final answer.
Yeah, 10. Okay, so 100 grams fucking delicious.
My bad.
Right.
What
So
is
whatever.
it? Isn't it just like chocolate?
It's kind of like some shit in it too, like some crunch, not just chocolate.
Okay. Well, yeah, but if you
Good.
want crunch, get crunch.
It tastes better than crunch though. It's
See,
bigger than crunch.
You come
It's got
onto
more-
this pod and just lie. I don't know why you do this all the time. But you just come on this pod and just lie.
Give me another example.
Oh, for a 10? For
For me
Halloween candy?
lying. For me lying.
Oh,
Give me another example
dude,
of me
I'm
lying.
not writing all that shit down.
Whatever. Anywho, what do you call it? Oh, Clay.
Uh-huh.
To my knowledge, I'm fairly certain I remember this correctly.
Better give a
When
dumb
shit
reason.
when shit hits the fan in the fuck was that supposed to be?
I don't know,
When shit
dude.
when shit hits the fan in Gen 5, Clay, this never happens in any other Pokemon game. Clay organizes all of the gym leaders in the region, except the first three, coincidentally enough, because those three are probably actually the Shadow Triad the whole time. Clay organizes all the other gym leaders in the region to fight the Seven Sages to let you go past so that you can go fight and get this. But nowhere else have the gym leaders ever stood on business like they do in Gen 5, and Clay was the one who brought them all together. Not to mention, in the second game, the remnants of the original Team Plasma that actually cared about liberating Pokemon, he lets them stay in his city and operate out of his city from the old church. And also, he's a cowboy. He got that shit on. He dresses nice. He's got an Excadrill. Who doesn't like Excadrill? So, shout out Clay, man. Just S tier gym leader. There's probably a lot of gym leaders I'd put at 10. Clay was just the first one that came to mind because, you know me, I love Gen 5. But anywho, you know, it's neither here nor there. Nothing else.
All right,
Nothing
close
else
your
to
eyes,
add
baby.
on that. Oh, mama.
All right. Go.
Give me a water type Pokemon.
Water types.
Water. Doesn't have to be primary water, just anything with water slapped on it.
Give me Vaporeon.
Whoa, buddy. It's like a 7 or 8. I fucks with Vaporeon personally. I'm a big Vaporeon guy. Now I know you prefer Flareon though, so maybe it's like a 6. I don't know. I'm gonna say 7. Let's linger around 7. Give me a U.S. state.
Why'd you do that? Why'd you ask that?
You got like 50 of them in front of you.
No,
right
I
now.
know, but the thing, okay, U.S. state, Texas.
Oh, so we're thinking pretty high here because I mean, you fucks with Texas. Stay out from Texas. Oh, we've got to be at least at 8. I think maybe we're at 9 at this point because Vaporeon fucks. Wait, no, it doesn't.
Whoa, brother.
No, it doesn't. That's bad. Don't do that. Give me. What else are we looking at? How about? Okay, let's do this. Give me a color of the rainbow. It's my turn to use this one.
Roy G. Biv.
Roy G. Biv.
I think for me, I'd say violet.
That's a good color. It's a good color. I'm thinking we're at 9 here. I'm not shaking the. Granted, I don't know what state you'd prefer to Texas, but also I don't know if Vaporeon would be a 10 out of 10 for you. Water type. I mean, there's a lot of cool water types that aren't Vaporeon. Not that Vaporeon is great, but like
Vaporeon has its purpose. Its function to serve.
You disgust me. Give me a fucking give me a sports personality. Give me a sports TV personality.
I do not keep up. Like mainstream.
It doesn't have to be super mainstream.
Then I guess I'll go with slightly biased.
I don't know who that is, but I think you told me about it before. So I think you. Damn, are we at 10? Because I mean, you said. I mean, what are you gonna prefer to? Kansas just went blue. Hello. You gotta prefer. What would you take over Texas? Is where my mind is at right now. Like probably nothing. It's Texas. So. Fuck. Okay, give me. What about? Huh. Fuck me, man.
But
give me a Gatorade color or flavor, whatever your brain's at.
Yellow.
This shit's a 10 for you. I'm feeling. We got one question left. Okay, give me a running back, or run it back like a running back. Give me a running back.
Derrick Henry.
Okay, yeah, it's 10, right? It's got to be.
Yeah.
Okay, glad we didn't have to deliberate too long on that one. Okay. Interesting. Vaporeon. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's the first ever perfect IV Pokemon I got in Pokemon Go, and it would just shred for me.
That's a great story, actually, to tie into that. I respect the fuck out of that.
So now is it top 3 time, baby?
I think it's top 3 time, baby.
All right. Top 3 of the week. Poison type Pokemon.
What? All right. So,
I think you go first.
Yes, I do, and I got something to say. I have there's a correlation here with my 3.
Also, we did say main type, like the first listed type here.
Yes, it is the primary typing, even
because we'll probably do every type at some point.
Right. So we don't want to reuse any. So we're just looking at primary types here. Number 3, Salazzle. Give me
Okay.
Salazzle. Give me Salazzle. It's this little lizard lady. It is a lady every time because only female I don't know what the base form is. Only the females evolve. Salazzle is she's poison fire, shreds in Gen 7, fucks, great special attacker. Just like cool design too. I just fucks with Salazzle. Yeah, that's my number. It's my number 3. You're number 3, sir. What we sitting on?
I went with Giraffe Eye. Or not Giraffe. Is that how you pronounce it?
Girafarig or wait no,
No.
because that's not a poison type.
It's the little graffiti Pokemon.
Oh, probably Graffiti.
Graffief.
I don't know what this is.
Graphii. I added an I think, in the beginning. Graphii.
Oh, Graphite. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yes,
added an I when I first said it, but yeah.
Or it's Graffaye, probably.
Graphii.
Graffiti. Graffaye.
Yeah, Pokemon spelling, pronunciations, they're always all over the place. But him, just because I think he looks cool, a little lemur, that graffiti's.
It is a dope ass poke. The shiny's not bad either.
Yeah, I think that's pretty
Pokemon.
solid shiny. Just a cute little guy causing mischief.
Yeah, dope ass Pokemon. I fucks with it.
Got him at number 3. You're
Game-
number 2, sir.
If we're being honest, in terms of like consistency at the typing, there's not a lot of bad poison types.
No,
It's pretty
they
consistently banger. Like they pump out bangers. They just pump out bangers at the poison type. It's a good type, and we're gonna continue the trend here. My number 2 got Toxapex. Toxapex. This thing was busted in competitive for a while in Gen 7, and for good reason. But not only that, I mean, dope ass design, cool typing, poison and water, just kind of something about poison with anything for the most part you could slap together, and I'd say it's a good typing. But yeah, it's nice. It's just nice to see, and it's just a cool little guy. I like him. I like him a lot.
Okay.
Back to you, sir.
My number
The floor
2.
is yours.
I went with Charbok. You got Arbok here at number 2. Classic Pokemon, just for being in Team Rocket.
Yep.
I think he was my favorite of the Team Rocket Pokemon besides Meowth. That's it. I mean, one of the first fun facts you ever learn about Pokemon is Arbok and Ekans. They're named backwards. It's like the first fun fact you probably learned about
Snake
Pokemon.
and Cobra.
Yeah. So I went with Arbok as my number 2. Your number 1. Sir.
Number 1. Something about Gen 7.
Mm-hmm.
They got poison types right, because all 3 of my favorite poison types, primary poison types, are from Gen 7. This one maybe is cheating a little bit. It's not technically a Pokemon, it's an Ultra Beast, but it does evolve. So I'm gonna kind of
I would include them.
Category is like, like a Solgaleo and Lunala things. But anywho, I've got Naganadel, Poison Dragon. This thing is so cool looking.
Very cool.
Used this thing immediately as soon as I got my hands on it. I could not wait to get this thing on my roster. I fucking love it. It's just such a cool type. I mean, like, I like Dragalge. This is the perfection of that type combination, though. This is peak. This is where we this is where it all ends. This is a 10 out of 10 poison type to me. This thing fucks. End of story. Honorable mentions, though. I gotta shout out my main man Garbodor, rather. Overhated. Love me some Garbodor. Poison type garbage makes perfect sense as a concept. I think it's pretty cool. Overhated. You're number 1?
My number 1.
Sure.
Krogunk.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just for punching Brock. always would give Brock the hands for
The
being too
1-2.
horny. This is the horny police. This is Officer No Nut.
Officer No Nut.
I think most of the memories I ever have from the Pokemon show is just mostly Grogunk just beating the fuck out of Brock more than anything else. Because I didn't watch that show too much, but him, he's stuck in my mind probably more than anything else in that show besides like Pikachu. So I got Bro at number 1.
Yep. Well, good shit. I mean, Krogunk and I thought about putting Toxicroak in here.
Mm-hmm.
I do love me some Toxicroak. Definitely another one of my favorites. The Krogunk too. Shout out, main man, Krogunk. I guess that does it for the top 3. Is it time?
It's time for what we've been on. So what you been on, sir?
You already know. Happens every Friday. Music. Been listening to some music. Been getting into music lately.
Here, you talk a little bit about the music. Dirk's winding his head off.
Yeah, fine. I'm gonna go scroll to find them on the see what all I was looking at here. But goddamn. But some other shit. Drop. No, I'm looking for so we got some new shit that came out on November. What would it have been, the 1st? Yeah, the 1st. Okay. Yeah, this is good shit right here. This is real good shit. Yo, all right. So
Dirk is outside now.
what we got here? Starting off with some music came out on November 1st, Friday, November 1st. Great day for me. I stayed up to listen to Night Palace by Mount Erie. Very excited to listen to anything that Phil Elverum puts out. So I couldn't wait to get my hands on this. And then Saturday, I listened to Songs of a Lost World by The Cure for the first time. Great album. Robert Smith still got it. He still sounds very young, even at 65. Still sounds the same as he did when he was in his 20s. And then I couldn't live with myself getting here today, only having listened to those 2 albums. So this morning I busted out the new West Side Gun and the new Spready Gibbs. I call it Spready Gibbs because those unfamiliar, he does enjoy receiving the strap every now and again. Spready Gibbs, according to an ex-girlfriend of it, or at least ex-fling. All 4 of these albums were bangers. Lil Uzi dropped Eternal a Take 2. I had no interest in listening to that shit on release day. I will listen to it, I'm sure, before the year is over. I can't promise when. I have heard nothing but bad things about it, and I expect it to be bad, and I'll listen eventually, and I will go into it with an open mind, and I will hope that it's not as awful as people say it is. It's sitting currently with an average user score on Album of the Year at 34. That's not a good indication. But we shall see. When I do get to it, I'll let the good folks at home know. AI generated album cover as well is always a bad omen. Like, I'm not gonna want to listen to that shit if you don't even hire an artist. You're Lil Uzi. You can hire an artist to make an album cover. That's fucking ridiculous. Shameful, pitiful stuff. So, whatever. But yeah, new West Side Gun album. Still praying. New Freddie Gibbs. You Only Die Once. Mount Erie with Night Palace, and The Cure with Songs of a Lost World. 4 really good albums, 2 of which are easily in my top 10 this year so far. Night Palace and Songs of a Lost World, 2 of my favorite albums to come out this year, but the other 2 that I listened to were also quite good. So can't complain in the slightest. Very pleased with that new Music Friday. And I guess that's probably about it for me. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, no, I have something else to talk about. This is usually when I talk about the Tennessee Vols, because I just, it's hard to fit it into the NFL segment just because it's it's not NFL. But there's this fella by the name of Dylan Sampson. Now, Dylan Sampson, what's really cool about this guy is that he has 19 rushing touchdowns this year. Now, what's really cool about that is that the previous record for Tennessee football was 18. And what's even cooler about that is that Dylan Sampson broke this record in only 8 games. This record is going to be unbreakable by the time the season is over. Tennessee's playing at least 5 more games this year. I mean, if he finished, he could finish, if he just gets a touchdown every game plus one more, he's sitting at 25. Nobody's breaking that anytime soon.
Don't let me get back there.
And I think that's all he needs to get the franchise or the school record for most in a career as well. I think he's only 6 back. I think he's close. He's close to the career because he had quite a few touchdowns last year too. So he's not too far from the holding the record of most touchdowns in a career for a Tennessee Volunteer. And honestly, he deserves it. I hope he keeps getting the work he's been getting. And I can't wait to see him play on Sundays. He's fucking incredible, man. I mean, he's going to make somebody very happy in the second round this year. If he doesn't sneak his way into round 1, I wouldn't put it past him. They haven't used him a ton.
I don't think in today's NFL, even if he's as good as you're saying, which I believe you,
right. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs went 12th, though, is where I'm having a hard time with. Like, we saw Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs be 2 of the first 12 picks just a couple of years ago. Like, I don't think it's impossible that.
Ultimately, you're right because it just takes one team.
It just takes one team to fall in love with a guy who's going to finish with over 20 rushing touchdowns this year.
Yeah, you're right. It does just take one team because it's just like the conventional wisdom right now in the NFL.
It's not just.
You know what? I take it all the way back because like I feel like this season has added an emphasis back onto the running game.
Right.
So you know what? I take it back. I take it all the way back.
If this carries over, Sampson's draft stock is going to. Not to mention, he's a great athlete. He's going to have a great combine. He's going to run like a low 4.4. Probably, which if you're a running back, that's exactly where you want to be. Super fast guy, but not only that, I mean, terrific in pass protection. He's made huge strides this season in pass pro. He's been much better in that aspect. Catches the ball really well. Hasn't been asked to do it a whole lot this year, but he can do it. Elite contact balance, great vision, great patience behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, there's not a lot to not like about Sampson. He runs with more power than you'd expect from him, so there's not a ton to take away from his game in terms of cons. He's just good at everything, and he's really good at a lot of things, and he's gonna be I'd be shocked if he doesn't work in the NFL. He's gonna be really damn good. So I mean, we'll see, but I'm excited to see him play on Sundays next year. If he should declare. I hope he does for his sake. Like it would be good for him. At this point, he has nothing left to prove, especially if he breaks the school record for rushing touchdowns.
I mean, the earlier you can go into the NFL as a running back, just in terms of what your NFL career will be.
Because, I mean, this is the least committee that we've had under Josh Heupel at running back. It's just been Sampson, and then, like, one drive a game, you'll get Sean Bishop, and then it's just Sampson, like, running through a motherfucker's face. He's got 100 yards in every game this year except one. I think that was Oklahoma. I think he only had, like, 92. And in every other game this season, he's had over 100 rushing yards. So it's like, at this point, he has nothing left to prove. He should just go to the league. It's good for him. But also, Nico had his best game throwing the ball. Box score wasn't crazy, but also the receivers dropped at least 3 touchdown passes. So he had a really nice game throwing it. Threw one in the end zone. Miles Kitselman couldn't hang on to it. But Kitselman had a great game, too. He had, I think, 6 catches for 97 and a touchdown from the tight end spot. And this game in general, like Tennessee's offense just works so much better when the tight ends get involved in the passing game because it opens up the middle of the field. And that's been my biggest criticism is that we don't use it often enough. We've got 3 really good tight ends. Just get them, especially Kitselman. Man, Kitselman's a dog. Kitselman is a dog for real. Get Miles Kitselman the fucking ball. But that's about all I have to say about that. I don't think I have much else to go off of there. Shout out Tennessee. Shout out Jamal McCoy. Shout out Dylan Sampson. Shout out Nico. Shout out Mike Matthews. Shout out Peyton Lewis, true freshman running back. Got himself a touchdown in that game. That's it, though. What have you been on, sir?
So I finally went and saw The Wild Robot in theaters, and it was great. Like everyone said, it was really, really good. I didn't cry. Like I think a lot of people had said people are.
Pussy.
I think it has, I don't know what the proper term is, but like an inverse bell curve in terms of if like odds of you crying based on your relationship with your mother.
Yeah.
Like if it's really bad, you're probably gonna cry, and if it's really good, you're probably gonna cry. But if it's like okay, you might not, because like motherhood is definitely a big part of the movie. But yeah, it was really good. It looked really good visually. The story was great. That was good. The Penguin. We got one more episode coming out this Sunday. This show has been amazing. I don't know what Batman's doing right now.
Yeah.
But after what happened this last episode, it's gonna be weird for him not to appear in some degree in this last one, because like I won't spoil it, but like Batman's showing up after what just happened. I don't care that it's daytime. Batman's showing up if that happens.
He just committed some like ridiculous crime that Batman would have to answer.
Something happened with the city.
Okay.
Structural damage. Like Batman's pulling up.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Something blew up.
Possibly.
Something blew up. Yeah, something blew up.
Something
Okay,
possibly. Batman's pulling up. I don't know. So I don't know what the explanation's going to be if he doesn't, which I'm assuming he doesn't. But yeah, but the show's been great. I mean, it's just some outstanding performances. I mean, I can't wait to see how this ends.
Yep.
And I can't wait to see the Batman 2, Part 2, when that movie comes out, building off of this one. And then they said they might do another tie-in TV show. I think the one everyone would love would be Dent, a Harvey Dent TV show.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That would be sick.
Absolutely. That would be wonderful.
But yeah. But the problem with that one, though, is that you'd have to get Robert Pattinson involved. Because I think Harvey Dent's relationship with Bruce Wayne as well, specifically, is great, is always an important part of the story. So that'd be a tough one to do just because of what it might cost. But you got to do it. If you do Dent, you got to have Bruce Wayne be a part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Wild Robot was great. The Penguin's been so good so far. Can't wait to see how it ends. And I think that is pretty much it for me.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, we're going to end it here. Just remember, please let this election results divide us.
In fact, argue about the results and the legitimacy of them as much as you can, regardless of who wins.
You have to. It's your civic duty.
If your preferred candidate loses, you have to call the election stolen. It's your responsibility. It's what your preferred candidate would want.
But yeah, that's going to do it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next one will be on Avillion Talks. As always,
Yo!
keep gaming.
Deuces.